Leviathan Army here. Hey, what's going on? I want to bring you a video about pinch harmonics, okay? Any metal guitarist will know exactly what a pinch harmonic is. You heard Pantera, God knows countless other bands. You know that, Van Halen, you just name it. Okay, they're out there. So, what are they doing to get that? And why can it be so difficult? All right, well, there's a lot of factors that go into this. Here's the main things that we need to concentrate on. Number one is you want to be as close to, with your picking hand, to this back humbucker. It's what's doing the picking up of this sound. Okay, so watch my hand. I'm going to keep this back here, okay? Okay, now why didn't it do it when I was specifically over that humbucker? Well, it has to do with where it's picking up. If you look, you'll actually notice that the humbucker is actually sitting, my hand is flat, it's like this, okay? So it's taking the vibration of the string, bringing it that way, and it has to do with how it's picking it up. We'll get into that later. This is more about how to accomplish the pinch harmonic. So, what is the key? Well, all right, there's factors that have to do with it. One, not every guitar is the same, okay? You're gonna fight several battles. That's just honesty. So you may pick up one guitar and know exactly where that pinch harmonic is, and pick up another one and not be able to hit it worth a damn. That's fact. Why? Here's the equation. All right, one, string height. When guitars get tuned, okay, if you don't know this already, if you've never known this, take your guitar, if you've bought it and never had it tuned by a professional, take it to them and have it tuned. And what they do is they set the string height to where it needs to be according to where the string sits, according to the height of the actual neck. Okay, that's first and foremost. Same has to do with humbucker height. They can adjust this. That's another one, okay? So, the last but most important is for pinch harmonics, where specifically on that string you're gonna have to play to get the result that you want. That's all gonna come down to you and that guitar, depending on its setup. So that means there's no cheat code, folks. I'd love to tell you that there is. It has to do with you're gonna have to learn how and what to find a pinch harmonic. That's the main thing. Okay, so once I go, okay, that's what we're gonna work on. I can tell you how you're gonna do that, but it can be it's gonna be different on every guitar. That's the facts. Okay, so it has to do with, number one, look how little guitar picking room I am giving. You're wanting to focus on downstrokes, this isn't like normal picking. You're kind of trying to pluck the string. It's you almost kind of get that constipated face no matter how much you try not to. When you do it, it just happens. Okay, that's a prime example that I just gave right there. You have to go up and down the string to find where that pinch harmonic is. That's the secret, truly. And then from there, you have to learn that guitar. That's why guitarists, they get, in love with their guitars, they have specific setups, and when they want to go out there, they start touring on a certain song, they know that guitar will exactly the sweet spot of where they'll get those harmonics, because they know the setup already, and it goes back to muscle memory. All right, so that's what this really comes down to is now here's the hard part. Every string is going to be in a different place. Okay, so let's make an example. I want to pick close to the humbucker back here, because this one, not the front one, let's just be clear on that. The back one, you'll typically be closer to the back one picking up pinch harmonics. Now watch it in the front. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it is harder. Ooh, that was a squealer. So again, it is still a humbucker, so it can get it, but this is a treble humbucker, so it's really going to get that squeal versus your bass. Some people call it a rhythm, but it's more of a bass humbucker. So that, again, Van Halen, Pantera-ish, and again, whoever you idolize, I don't care, Yngwie Malmsteen or whoever, I don't fucking care. Okay. That harmonic, you're gonna find a higher pitch closer back here. So I'm not saying you can't, but you're gonna have to work up and down the string and find it. And no, it's not gonna be in the same place. You can be in we're gonna stick to the 5th fret and watch. Now I'm going to move up a string and stay in the same place with my picking hand. So what? My hand stayed in the same place, but I only moved up 1 fret. Okay, that's because you move up 1 fret, you're not in the same key. They change. They're different. The same fret has nothing to do with it. You're in a different key. So you're gonna have to alternate. You're gonna have to learn and teach your hands where the harmonic is on not only different frets, but different strings. So it's not just going to be as simple as, okay, I'm on the 5th fret, I get to keep my hand in the same place. It doesn't work. It's just not that simple. You have to work and learn where that harmonic is on that string and that fret, and do it repetitively till you build up that muscle memory. Okay, so in each and every time you can see, hopefully you can tell, playing directly over that humbucker typically isn't your friend. And again, I never said that you can't achieve a pinch harmonic over this humbucker, okay? You can. It's what you're looking for. you will typically get it. You will, not typically, you will get a higher pitch from this back humbucker, and that's what a lot of the metal guys are looking for. And there's just no simple answer on how you can do that other than you have to put repetition in and find it, okay? The key that I can give you is remember, you're probably not going to find it directly over. And it's a downward pluck. It's not a pick. That's picking. You're never going to achieve a harmonic with a pick. It has to be a pluck. It's like you're trying to beat the living shit out of that string. You will probably pop a lot of strings if you're trying to learn how to do this. So if you don't want to pop a lot of strings, I would probably recommend not going with the beginner's gauge, which is 9 gauge. Okay? I would probably, and I really try to teach this to a lot of people. 9 gauge is very common. It's seen in a lot of, metal because it's thin and it's easy to pluck and go through. Okay, but I would really recommend for people trying to learn how to do these things at least a 10 gauge. It'll go longer in the long run, and it helps in so many ways. It helps with your callus building. It helps not busting strings every 5 days trying to do, because beginners, y'all all know, you may not know it, but yeah, you probably don't because you do it. You come in like a rapist of strings, okay? You absolutely obliterate. All right, I don't fault you for that. Your body didn't come out of the womb just knowing how to caress and love those strings, okay? So it happens. You're gonna bust lots of strings, but the bottom line is to achieve what we're talking about. I don't care where you are on the fretboard, it's not gonna be the same position. I can my hand, I hope to God that this picked it up. It's really, I know, again, I swear to God, I've got to fucking fire that camera guy. You got to keep working your hand back, and your hand will find that position of where it needs to be. I've done it so long, I really honestly don't even feel it. If I'm not watching myself, I don't notice that I do it. But your hand will start naturally going to where it needs to be on that string, on that fret, when you're trying to go for it on whatever guitar. That's why if somebody says, here, borrow my guitar for that particular, dude, you can end up looking like a total jackass on a show if somebody hands you their guitar and you've never played it. I can promise you from experience, it's just not good. All guitars are different. They are set up different. They have different styles of humbuckers. I don't care if you even own if it's the exact same model, same setup. I can promise you, when it comes down to it, the height of the strings, the height of the humbuckers, everything, when it came down to it, is not going to be identical to your guitar. It can be close, but it's not going to be identical. So you need to have, that's why guitarists that have been playing for years, when they come to a certain song that requires way more finesse, they have that guitar brought to them because they know exactly where, all right, I'm on show. Hey, why do they switch out guitars? Because one guitar is meant for specific things, specific sounds. Okay? And once you know that guitar, your body will just react to it. That's the bottom line. That's the keys. All right, you want to work the string up and down till you find your harmonic, okay? These are the lessons. Probably need to be replaced. We'll fire that guy too. Okay. That's the other thing. If your strings haven't been replaced in a while, they can build up these little dents in them. If you also don't clean your fretboards on a regular basis or clean your humbuckers on a regular basis, you can develop dead spots. Okay, these are good things to know. All right. There's tons of things out there on how to do this. I personally recommend just good old soap, water, and wood cleaner. All right. Take you a toothbrush, absolutely scrub the living hell out of your fretboard. Scrub your, with the soap and water, not the humbucker. Just take, a very light, a damp, should we say, damp toothbrush, or not toothbrush, excuse me, a cloth, and wipe the humbucker. Toothbrushes, you get in there and start doing, it starts slinging water and everything else everywhere, and you don't want that in your electronics screwing shit up. Okay, so, but make sure that your humbuckers and stuff are clean, because if they're not, that's interference waiting to happen. So, again, I know I get bitches from people saying, you talk too much. Well, you know what? I'd rather give good information. Sorry. That's just the bottom line. So, the bottom line is in pinch harmonics, and what is just a harmonic? That is the note meeting the same note in a different place. All right, a pinch harmonic is not the same. Okay, you're forcing. Harmonics are found in every instrument across every genre, whatever it is: piano, lute, cello, whatever. Harmonics are all over the place. A pinch harmonic is a very forced thing, and it can even be accomplished without amplification. Okay, but they're hard to do, and there is no just cheat code A B B A C C X Y. No, sorry, there's just no cheat code. The bottom line is you got to put in the time, and the time comes from knowing, hey, if I can't simply take a big giant piece of the pick and dangle it at it. You gotta really get, like I said, I mean, almost nothing of the pick, and really just get a, I mean, I can probably hear that. You probably can't. But even without amplification, I can hear that harmonic. Okay? So, you want to give a good hard downstroke and work your way up and down that string until you get it. I'm not going to say it's going to come to you right at that second. It's going to take work. And again, you're going to have to learn where that harmonic is in relation to your hand. Okay? So that's how it is. I hope this helps. But please, if you have any questions, you have anything that you need to know, if you feel like I left something out, or you're just dealing with something in particular, throw it in the comments for me. I would appreciate it, because I love to learn what you're going through. It's been a long time for me since I've been a beginner. It just has. But helping me helps me help you, because I can diagnose what you're going through, take it, and then give it back to you in a way in which it's beneficial. So, again, if you wouldn't mind, like, subscribe my videos. I appreciate everybody who's watched. I hope I'm helping. I hope that we can continue this, and I'm going to continue putting out videos, and because I enjoy it. The guitar is my life. I love it, and I love it when other people love it. There's more to come, and again, I'm going to keep an eye on the comments, people throwing ideas out, and I'll respond. For now, I'm just going to continue working off my material here. Again, I mentioned I'm going to work on a video, I'm fixing to release, having to do with the pivot. It's just the pivot of the hand, big versus, because too many guitarists play the guitar like a piano. They play it like they're holding a small bird in their hand, and they just do this. And that's a horrible way to do it, because it's not allowing them. If you try to hold it like a bird, then you can't get into good scale positions. It's not a piano. You can't, it doesn't transverse like that. You've got to be able to have a hinge. You got to be able to swivel and go from chord to whereas if it becomes a lot harder. Again, we'll get into that separate video, but it is one that I think will help a lot of people. So again, throw out your comments, your videos. Again, I know I'm a chatty Cathy, but it is to help you. So bitch if you like, it's okay. I love bitching. Throw out your comments, help me help you, and till next time, please keep shredding, and again, find that G spot of lovely harmonics. And shred!